PJ, I know you have some team-specific bets with the NFL draft. 4 of them, I believe, to be exact. Why don't you start
Yeah.
unloading some of them on us here one by one, what you like with the NFL draft, because it sounds like you got some stuff already in the hopper.
All right, I do. Femi, I got one that's my favorite. I love this one. It probably won't happen because it's 20-1, but I really, really like it.
Baby.
I want
20
your
to 1
thoughts.
gets a perk, the ears perk a little bit.
20-1, Femi. I absolutely love this. Again, I had Chad Reuter on my show earlier this week at NFL.com. He had this mocked, and it's just like, it was one of those things. I heard it, and I kind of like thought about it. I'm like, I kind of love this. Carolina Panthers, 20-1 to draft a tight end with their first pick at number 8 overall. So obviously you're thinking Tyler Warren's probably going to be the guy. So Tyler Warren going to Carolina. Again, though, man, like if you're the Panthers, you arguably had the worst defense in football last year. So it makes total sense if they want to go that side of the ball. That's what they're favored to land. Totally understand. But like you look at, if they don't go defense, what's available to them at 8? Nobody spent more money than Carolina last year on the offensive line to build that team up front in the trenches. And it worked. I mean, Carolina was much better on the O-line. Very under-the-radar move, Femi, in the offseason. Go along with Chuba Hubbard in the running back room. They also got your guy Rico Dowdle from Dallas to be a nice little 1-2 punch there in Carolina. They obviously need weapons on the outside. You got aging Adam Thielen. You got Xavier Legette there. But I think it's too early for them to reach and go get a receiver. So why not go get Tyler Warren out of Penn State? You give Bryce Young another great weapon, or probably his best weapon, guy who can go over the middle of the field, really good run blocker. I just heard that, and I haven't heard it mocked to a bunch of places. And I was like, I could absolutely see that. Carolina getting Bryce Young, Tyler Warren at number 8, and it's at 20-1. So I thought that was really good. So I love that one quite a bit.
Well, hold on. Before you even get to your next one, it doesn't even have to be Tyler Warren. It could be Colson Loveland.
Could be.
Loveland's got a lot of fans out there as well in the NFL based on what you read in the mock drafts. It sounds like the gap between Loveland and Warren might not exist. And I think there's some teams that prefer Loveland to Warren. So if the Panthers are one of those teams, like it wouldn't affect your bet because they're both tight ends. But yeah, like it could be maybe even Colson Loveland as kind of like a gadget tight end for them. But please go ahead.
No, yeah. So I whether it's Loveland or Warren, I love that for Carolina. I like the price at 20-1. The Atlanta Falcons to draft a cornerback, I have that at plus 700. I think that's good value on Atlanta. They were second to last in the NFL in passing touchdowns allowed. They were terrible in the pass defense. They have a good corner in A.J. Terrell. They need somebody on the other side, and they're picking 16th right now, and that, it feels like, is the sweet spot potentially to go get like a Will Johnson out of Michigan, a Jahdae Barron out of Texas, like one of those guys, and I think it makes a lot of sense. We know Raheem Morris is a defensive guy. They have certainly made investments over the last couple of years in the secondary, getting guys like Justin Simmons on the back end there. They got Jesse Bates out of Cincinnati too, but they really haven't shored up that corner position. And I think for Atlanta, they're the massive favorite to get a D lineman, edge rusher. I just don't want to lay minus 250. And I think if they don't go in that range, I think getting a corner outside of Terrell makes sense. So I like Atlanta plus 700. The Chargers are another team I have getting a tight end at plus 400, just because, again, if Colson Loveland does end up dropping, I mean, he played for Jim Harbaugh. And is that not just like the perfect Harbaugh guy, right? Like, again,
they're
the
sprinting
Chargers,
that card up to the podium, baby.
no question. Be like when Dan Campbell rushed up to turn in Aiden Hutchinson, right? It'd be like the same thing. So I like that at plus 450. And then the other one, Seattle to get a wide receiver at plus 390. I like that as well. They're heavy favorites to get an offensive lineman, which certainly makes a lot of sense. But again, John Schneider and the Seattle front office, they do some unconventional things. They took Rashad Penny, as I mentioned years ago, when that wasn't expected. They took Jordan Brooks, the linebacker out of Texas Tech, when that wasn't expected. Like, Seattle's a smart front office. They know what they're doing. They wouldn't have given away Geno or DK Metcalf if they didn't have a plan and if they didn't like the replacements that they thought they could bring in, right? You get rid of Geno, you bring in Sam Darnold, you get rid of DK. I think they get his replacement right away, whether that's Mika Bukum, whether that's Ted McMillan, whether it's Matthew Golden, whoever it is. I like Seattle, plus 390, get a receiver. So those are my four bets that I have.